Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an S-51. It's a Tier 7 Soviet SPG, and it's located on the south spawn of Siegfried Line under the command of Mummy of Philo. Now, you can see this beautiful thing's got our What Arty Noobs logo on it, and nearby are two tanks who also belong to the same clan. We've got Crusader 007 and the AMX 1375, and a little way off we've got Slimes in a Leo. Okay, so it's a Philo platoon, and the game has started. Now, the reload time on this Arty is it's horrendous, really. 45 seconds at best, and that's with a good crew. And it has got a 203mm howitzer, this one, so it can do quite a lot of damage to the enemy. And in fact, actually, Mummy's only carrying premium ammo in this game. He's got the one with 150 base alpha, and he's now looking for enemy targets, and he's found one. It's a Batchat 12 ton. Now, if he can hit that, he'll do a huge amount of damage to it. Almost loaded. He's marking the target, but he's not going to shoot until he's absolutely certain that there's something there. He's only got 12 rounds of ammo to fire. Rounds out, even if it lands nearby. Oh my god, look at that! One shot kill, 1,000 hit points to Mummy. First kill for his team. And unfortunately, the enemy Archie just killed Crusader 007 in the AMX 1375. So it looks like the Arties took the first honours, and both honours were light tanks that were wiped out. I think Mummy's kill was more spectacular. It was, after all, an S-51 one-shot. So, there you go. We're almost loaded, and we're going to try a shot at that Tiger P and the 45 TP together. Almost loaded. Rounds out straight away. Oh, big hit. 230 hit points on the 45 TP, but I'm sure that we hit the Tiger P behind him as well. Couldn't see him, but we know that he was there. He must have been. Okay, next target lined up is an Oni. Japanese Super Heavy. You can see it does take rather a long time to dial in on the target. The S-51 was based on the hull, or the chassis, of a KD-1S, so that's why it's fairly nippy at getting about, but the problem was that they could never put it into production because the Arty was so strong, the gun was so powerful, that it actually shaped the chassis to pieces. So despite all the testing they did, they just couldn't get the thing to work. It was just way too powerful for that sort of tank. One round out on the Scorpion G. Lands nearby him for 261 hit points. Now we've still got 9 rounds of premium ammo left, and the next target, I think it's going to be that 45 TP, and that may be the same one that we fired at earlier. Out in the field we've got a Cockroach, an E25. Now Slimes in his Leo is still in the game. He's over on the east side of the map guarding the approach down the 0 line. But that 45 TP is about to get a rude awakening to what a 203 shell will do. This is a B4 howitzer. Rounds out straight away. Oh, look at that. Beautiful shot. Took out the 45 TP altogether and badly damaged the IS. That's what we like to see at What Arty Noobs. We like to see an Arty that can either one-shot a tank out of the game just like that, or do huge amounts of damage to enemy tanks when they're grouping together. Well, Mummy's scrolling out his mouse to aim at the target. It's easier, actually, to hold down your control key and then right-click on the minimap where you want to see, and it'll take you there straight away. That's the easiest way of aiming. Now we're dialing in on the LTG, but he's just the other side of that bunker. The Batchat's having a look. Can you get a shot? Unfortunately, for the moment, we've got other targets in the town, And in fact, actually, we've got that Scorpion at the back. We can see him again. And, oh, he just got Slimes. He just killed Slimes all the way down the 0 line. So we're the last member of the platoon alive. He's trying to find a target to shoot at, but there's nothing really in sight at the moment that he's got an angle on. The ISM's behind a building. Ah, there's a T-69 just around that corner. He's side-scraping that corner at the moment, and we can do a huge amount of damage to him. Round out. 648 is the loss of hit points, but 440 is what Mummy's collected. He's now up to 2.3k of damage. In fact, actually, it's close to 2.4. Reloading. Now, normally, if you're in an Arty and you've got a very long reload like the S-51, you would actually be relocating to find a new firing position to avoid any counter battery. The enemy does have a single Arty on their team. It's a GW Panther, and I think he's more than likely busy at this moment trying to find enemy tanks they can hit rather than enemy Arty, but you never know. Somebody might be doing counter battery, and if you stay in the same place, they will get you. Oh, well, that one hit the building. I suppose one did. RNG said no on that occasion. It's difficult to see anything to shoot at the moment. Oh, now the 45 TP. I think that's a different 45 TP to the one earlier. And there's the Tiger P. Now, I think that was one of the tanks that we hit earlier in the game. We're almost loaded, and he's gone. Now, can we get a shot on this T-69? We're dialing in. We need sight of him in order to shoot him, though. There's the 45 TP. It's very narrow angle. We'd have to be dialed in fully to get him. Very, very careful. Still a few seconds to go. We're ready. Rounds out. Direct hit. 426 off that one. Good shot. Very narrow aim on that point, but I think Mummy has done the right thing to get behind this bunker, because there's nothing between him and that E-25 that was last seen out in the field. And that E-25 might come Arty hunting. So at times like this, that looking at the mini-map does actually become quite important. We've got Crusader 007 actually pointing out where to pay attention to. I think they're concerned about the bunkers in the G line, that the E-25 might have moved up. Oh, okay, we've got one. 45 TP, we've got no shot. It'd be a very difficult shot. We've got a red line off the building. We might need to relocate. The SU-130PM has moved up. He's sitting on that corner. Back there he is. Yep, Now that might be a possibility. If he pulls back, Mummy's dialing in to try and get him. If he stays on that corner, he could be badly damaged. We're dialed in. Ready to go. Rounds out. Oh, kill shot. Lovely done. Lovely one. 185 hit points. Another kill for Mummy. 3 kills now. You just need to let the thing dial in, and it's a long dial-in time. I think a lot of players would absolutely have kittens thinking they have to dial in for about 10 seconds on a target. But, I mean, that's normal for Arty players, I'm afraid. That's our life, you know, that's our lot in life. We have to dial in over a long period of time, but we want to be fully dialed in so we can hit the target accurately. Of course, sometimes you just have to take a snapshot, though, because you have to take a chance. Mummy's only got 4 premium rounds left. And there's an enemy tank been sighted. It's an ISM. He's just around the corner, but he's too far away from an impact point for us to do any damage to. No, we've got no field of fire there, but we can hit that T-69. He's out in the open, and he's being engaged by our ISM. Round out. Oh, good shot. 268 hit points of damage. It did damage him, and it stopped him and tracked him in the field. 3 rounds left. Now might be the opportune moment to actually relocate and find a new firing angle on the enemy. Oh, Tiger P was caught by our Scorpion, the same guy who got Slimes. There he is. And the cockroaches found him. And he's gone down. E25 killed him. That would be very satisfying for Slimes. Now that ISM is very low on hit points. Mummy styled in, round in. Oh, just missed him. Just went over his roof and landed behind him. There's only 3 enemy tanks left, and one of them's that E25 out in the field. Trouble is, what Mummy's doing at the moment could put him at grave risk. There's the T-69. He's gone. Enemy Arty's probably out in the field. I would think maybe either there or A1. Or at the back of the map. There's some fairly good positions in A7 and A8, but he hasn't been spotted there, so he might be at A6 or A1. I wouldn't want to crest that rise with an E25 about. Oh, right, they found him at A6. And he was in the bunker, and he's wiped out. And they're all in the cap. The defender's gone on to lookout. I wonder, is that E25, has he turned over? Is he on his side? We haven't heard from him for a long while. He might actually have been flipped. He might be sitting on his side next to a bunker somewhere. And it doesn't really matter now, it's academic because the game is over. He might actually have been immobilized, and that's why he couldn't get back. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's the first class tanker for Mummy of Philo in the S-51. He managed to get a bruiser medal out of the minor medals for 13 critical hits on the enemy. And he got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times, or in fact actually it's 10 times, the hit points of your own vehicle. And he got the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in that game overall. And he got a win 8 of 6712, which is super unicum and some. Let's have a look at the team scores. 3,620 hit points of damage out of that game. The next highest scorer was the Scorpion G that killed Slimes. He got 2391. And then we've got the T29, or no, it's the ISM, sorry, 2323 for him. If we look to see how our teammates managed to get on, well, Crusader 007, he didn't get any damage on the enemy whatsoever. He met a very premature death at the hands of that GW Panther. Slimes did a bit better. He got 300 hit points on the enemy. Didn't get any kills, but did pick up 369 hit points. Mummy did actually pick up the second highest amount of kills. The top went to the Scorpion G on our team. He got 4, and Mummy picked up 3 alongside the ISM on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it was actually the T29 who did the best. He got 1,135. The S-51 Mummy got 1,091. And then we've got the ISM on our team with 877. Let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 10 shots out of his 12-shot magazine. He got 2 direct hits and 1 penetration and 10 splash out of that game. Damage of 3,620 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, that's more than half the enemy team, and killed 3 of them, 1/5 the enemy team. He did damage stun assistance of 244 hit points off 7 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 53,471 credits, got 26,736 from completing the mission and events, and the total came to 80,207 credits. And after ammunition resupplying, remember, this was premium ammo throughout the game, he got a profit of only 207 credits. Yes, I think you probably could have done the same with standard ammo, because the S-51 is absolutely fabulous arty with standard ammo. It is the one of the arties that gets the highest number of bombardiers because its footprint is so big. It really does, but it also has a very big reload to go with it. For getting those the Gore's medal and the high caliber, he got 4 bonds out of that game. And Mummy also earned 1,636 XP, 819 for completing the mission and events, took home 2,455 experience points altogether. So, yeah, a bit of fun. Didn't work out so well for Slimes and Crusader 007, but yeah, it was a bit of fun, and it just goes to show how powerful the S-51 really can be in the hands of somebody who knows how to use it. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.